Okay, hi everybody. My name is Some Days Your Barbara, and welcome back. If you are back with us today, if you're new, welcome to the channel. As I said, my name is Some Days Your Barbara, and I am a part-time reseller of mostly men's clothing, although I am desperately trying to learn as much as I can about women's clothing too. There's so much more and it's so much harder. But today I have for you a thrift haul that me and my husband went to. It was a new Goodwill that I had talked about in an earlier video. My husband went to earlier in the week, and we decided to go on Sunday, which is the first day of the new tags. And although I didn't get very many new tags because that's paying up as far as I'm concerned, I did find a lot of cool stuff. It's a great new store for a resource for us. So instead of having 3 Goodwills in the area, this will be a 4th Goodwill, and then we have a Value Village and a couple of mom and pop thrift stores. So we're very well sourced, and I also do Helpsy Source and Boutique by the Box and Thread Up and that kind of thing. And I actually have boxes from all 3 of those things to do for you, unboxing videos, but I was so excited about what happened today. I wanted to share that with you first. So this is the video we're going to do first. And so let's get straight to it. All right, shall we? The first item here is actually not from the Goodwill. This is from a little bit of retail arbitrage we did at Marshall's on the way back home, because while we were out, we sold what do you call those? A puffer coat that we had bought yesterday from TJ Maxx. So we stopped at Marshall's to see if we could find one. We didn't find one, but look what we did find. This new jacket. Do you like it? My husband bought it for me. It's a Levi's jacket, and you know what's special about a Levi's jacket? Not that much, but look at the color. Oh my God, it is so great. It's that dark new color, and it fits me well. I think I like it. Tell me what you think in the comments, and tell my husband thank you for buying it for me if you like it. All right, so this is some retail arbitrage from Marshall's. It is a Telluride clothing company, Sherpa lined hoodie. There is the tag, and it had been marked down twice. TJ Maxx and Marshall's in our area, their clearance stuff is not really clearance. I mean, I understand these are you know, already lower price stores, but you know, marking something down $2 and calling it clearance isn't. The trick, at least if you're from the same area that we're from, is to look for the tags that are yellow, because they have been marked down more than one time. So this I paid $13 for, and my research on eBay before. And did I tell you that I sell on eBay? So yeah, I sell only on eBay right now. I'm trying to learn eBay. I know Poshmark and List Perfect, but that's all way too much for me right now. I'm a part-time seller, and I'm trying to learn the ropes. So once I get really good with eBay, I'll start cross-posting on Poshmark and this and the like. And I have another story about that, but I don't want to get into it. I was thinking about only doing my high-end coats, you know, work coats and jackets and blazers and Brooks Brothers and, you know, that kind of stuff on Poshmark, and maybe try that alone on Poshmark, because Poshmark I feel like is a different audience, and you can ask. I know the prices are higher. Anyway, I'm sorry to get off on a tangent. There's quite a bit of stuff to get to. Let's get to it. $13 for this, in the for this Telluride clothing hoodie, Sherpa line, navy, with kangaroo pockets. I like it. It's so $13 for it. It's going to be going up for $45 and has a 3% sell-through rate. So that's not good. But this next item is something that my husband picked up at Goodwill. It is a Nautica Atlanta Braves Coca-Cola themed hoodie. I guess and it's new with tags. You see here. A rain vest, quarter zip. What do you call this? It's a pullover. It's got this weird. Is that a souvenir from Nautica? I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, yeah. So this. Tell me what it is in the comments. Nautica large pullover, red, white, and blue. Coca-Cola Atlanta Braves theme new with tags thing. We did pay up for this, $7.24. The research says that it'll go up for around $35, and there weren't that many that had sold, but all of them had sold that had been listed in the last 90 days. So there weren't any currently listed, but in the last 90 days there were 2 sold. So what does that mean? I don't know how to calculate that sell-through rate, but there we go. The next item is a Banana Republic interesting shirt. It's called Banana Republic Heritage. There is the tag. And it feels like linen, and it acts like linen, and it looks like linen, but it is not. It's 100% cotton. I had never heard of this particular Banana Republic line, Heritage line, but it's well made. It's a spread collar, which I don't like, but I know that's what's the trend is these days. Yeah, so, and it's also a French cuff. So we paid half price. This was one of the half price tags at Goodwill today. So $3 for this, and it will go up at $30 and has a 100% sell-through rate. So yay for me. Next item is a Joseph Aboud shirt, which I thought they had better sell-through rates than I'm getting on these things. I mean, even though this is quite a, taupe is not that exciting a color, I understand, but they are good high quality shirts, and this is in a herringbone pattern that I'm not sure that you'll be able to see if the camera will pick that up, but it is, trust me, very well made. Joseph Aboud, slim fit, workwear. Maybe if I use some keywords, paid $3 for it, and it'll go up for around $21 and has a 6% sell-through rate. The next item, oh, let me tell you about this Goodwill. It was so great. I had such a good time. If I look like I'm excited, it's not only because of my cool jacket. We had a great time at this Goodwill. The pants weren't all that much to write home about, but in the men's shirt and in the jacket area, which are the other 2 areas, and I didn't even get to the sports shirt because my cart was completely full. I put back stuff because I didn't want to. We spent $99 and I let them round up. So I don't know how many pieces here, but we did really well. But there was somebody that had donated like their entire wardrobe, almost of things like Banana Republic, Perry Ellis, Brooks Brothers, just tons and tons of those kind of shirts, and not the newest stuff, but they almost to the one, every shirt had a dry cleaning tag on it. So somebody, donated a lot of clothes, I guess, right before the end of the year. And thank you to him. So what do we got? Perry Ellis, City Fit, size extra large, 100% cotton. There it is, the tag. And the research on this shirt, button down, paid $3 for it. It says it'll go up for about $27 and has a 13% sell-through rate. Next, we have a nice and thick feeling Banana Republic large workwear. I like the pattern. It's like feels like a DKNY pattern to me. Sorry, Banana Republic. It's a nice shirt. It's nice and heavy. It's 100% cotton. You can feel it. Size large, 16, 16 and a half. The research on it paid $3, and the research says it'll go up for $25 and have a 12% sell-through rate. This next item, I'm going to butcher this name. I apologize in advance. Presswick and More. Apologize for my accent. Presswick and More, size medium, regular fit, 100% cotton, made in Jamaica. I picked it up for style-based reasons because I liked it. It's a it's a houndstooth pattern in a check pattern on top of that. So I liked it a lot. Button up, nice size. You can tell that it's almost never been worn. Maybe it's from this same guy that donated his entire wardrobe. You would not believe that it was like almost half of the men's. It was like Banana Republic, Brooks Brothers, Nautica, this guy here, and it's just over and over and over again. I got every one of them that were yellow that didn't have, some of them had, like wear stains on the collars, where the collar, after it's been dry cleaned too many times and starched too often, it'll kind of crack. So I put those back in the ones that were full price. But I wished I could have gotten the ones that were full price. Anyway, I did well. I'm very happy, very happy. $3 I paid for this. $25 it'll go up for, and it has a 43% sell-through rate. So that's not too bad. No, actually, that's good. I mean, I have stuff that doesn't have any kind of sell-through rate. This was on an end cap, and kudos to whoever was styling the end caps at the local Goodwill. They did a good job, and that's what caught my eye on this. It's a very cool floral pattern women's button-up shirt. The maker is Karen Scott, which I know nothing about, and it's not even anything that special. It's just a nice floral pattern in green, which in this pistachio green, which I understand is supposed to be very, trendy this year, and pearlized buttons with metal trim. Nothing that special, but it is adorable. And paid $3 for it. It go up for $21 and has an 8% sell-through rate. Nice, eh? I like it. Pistachio. I understand pistachio is a trendy color this year. All right, so this is an interesting one, guys. So I am a vest man. I know you can't tell from my jackets, but I like to wear vests under my suit coats at work a lot, and I wear vests. Like I'll wear like a long sleeve shirt and then have a short sleeve shirt, and then I'll put a vest on top of that in cold weather to keep the, as long as the core is warm, you stay warm. And so anyway, this is a very cool vest. You can tell it's vintage, and not only can you tell it's vintage from the look of it. Look how cute it is. It's 100% merino wool. Adorable. I love it. Oh. And another reason I could tell that it was vintage is I could find absolutely nothing about it. You guys tell me in the comments what you know about a maker named Womay. It says this is Womay 48. And tell me how badly I butchered that name. There it is. Womay 48. 100% merino wool, button-up vest with functioning pockets. Can you believe it? Oh! Bonus tissue. All right, there's got to be, I get points for that, right? So I know it needs some de-hairing and that kind of thing, but it is adorable. And I decided it's going to stay home with me. I'm not going to worry about putting it up because it's mine now. Next item is a Brooks Brothers 1736 Madison fit button-up, button-down shirt. And the way that I do button-up, button-down, and I don't know, tell me in the comments if I'm correct on this or if you do it a different way. In men's shirts, it's button down if is what I call an Oxford style collar, and I'm probably not right about that either, but the collar is button down, then you call the shirt button down. Otherwise, you call the shirt button up if the collar is not buttoned down. That's the way that I differentiate when you're putting in all the metadata, into the machine that sells all this for us. Computer. Brooks Brothers 1736. That's a great size. That's basically an extra large, maybe an XL. Madison fit, non-iron. These are, Brooks Brothers are not as good of a name as they used to be, but I consider them some of the best stuff that I pick up, bread and butter, because they have a great sell-through rate generally, and you can bring some money from, and it's what I wear, a white or a blue one almost every day at work. So research for this Brooks Brothers, $29, and it has a 42% sell-through rate. So this next one was a little bit disappointing. I thought I was going to do better because it is a quarter zip Penley in this beautiful, what is it coming up with these lights? These blue lights are making it redder than it really is. It's more of a, I guess a wine, a port color, a burgundy. Are all those all the right thing? So anyway, Tasso Elba is the designer, which I have never heard of before, but you can tell its quality. It is 100% cotton, right? Yes, 100% cotton, quarter zip Penley with reinforcement on the stitch, on all the important places that are going to get pulled, nice and heavy. You can tell it's high quality, but I was kind of disappointed upon researching it. What did I pay? Oh, by the way, there was one of these that we paid up for. This one, I paid $6 instead of $3 for this one because I knew that it would have a good sell-through rate. $3 for this one, and research says that it will go up for $25, and it only has a 7% sell-through rate, which quarter zip Penley in a beautiful color, 100% cotton. I can't see why that only has a 7% sell-through rate. What do I know? What do I know? This is very cute. It is a sort of a flared denim jacket made into sort of workwear. This is giving me, this lady, where's this lady going? This girl is going to the flower market. Maya Rudolph would look good in this, I think. And you know how she likes nice big things on her costumes. I think she would do very well in this. It is a blue and green long sleeve. What is it? Ruby Road. I never heard of this before. Ruby Road, size 18, 88% cotton. But look, it has these cool buttons sewn around the neckline. Do you see how cute that is? Now, I did notice when I was working on it that there is one button missing right here. But I mean, any enterprising lady it would be an easy task to replace that one button. And who's even going to notice, right? Anyway, I love it. John picked this up. I love it. It is $3, and it's got sort of a mercerized. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but the cotton is kind of mercerized. $3 for this. It'll go up for $30 and has a 7% sell-through rate. Okay, the next piece. Can you tell what this is made out of? This is called the linen shake. You can tell a linen piece a mile away from, well, not maybe a mile away, but while you're flipping through, you can tell a linen piece because it feels different, it looks different, it handles different, it drapes. It's a great fabric, and it's one that is worth paying up for if you need to, because they anything like linen and cashmere and silk and that kind of thing do go for premium prices. So what we have here, it's this guy. This was his loungewear or his vacation wear. Banana Republic in a beautiful pistachio green. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God. 17 and a half extra large. It is gorgeous. I would wear this in a minute if I didn't have to. Well, I don't have to sell it, but I'm going to sell it because somebody out there needs this shirt. $3 I paid for it. It will go up for $50. It has a 17% sell-through rate. My dog is barking at the. Hang on just a second. Come on, girl. Come on. Hello, girl. Say hello to the camera. Hello. This you guys have met her before. This is my girl BB. She is half Chihuahua and half Shih Tzu. She barks like a madman at anybody that walks by, and we live right in front of the centralized mailbox for our neighborhood. So everybody that gets their mail every day gets to hear her barking. But she's a lovely little girl. Say hello. Say hello. All right. Back to work. All right. This next piece is very cool. This fits right in with the aesthetic. My eBay store has a sustainable fashion bent to it, of course, obviously, since we're reselling, that it works well, not anything that unusual. But this piece works right perfectly into that niche. It is an upcycled shirt. Look at this. It is an upcycled shirt. I think it's tie-dyed, and the sleeves I don't think are original. We can tell that it's a piece of upcycled fashion. Look at that. I like that. It's got the pleating. I guess that was probably part of the original shirt. Isn't that interesting? Beautiful color, sort of a green and yellow and blue watercolor. So Painted Oyster is the upcycler here. Painted Oyster, handmade upcycle clothing. And this is size extra large. There's the tag. Isn't that interesting? So there weren't that many, when I did the research on eBay about the sell-through rate and all, there were 2 that had sold in the past 90 days. There were none listed. I think they had another one in here like that, right? But both of them had sold for $50. So why don't I put it more than $50 if everything is sold and there's none listed? But I'm going to put it up, I guess, for around $50. And what is that sell-through rate? All right, this next shirt is very interesting. I haven't ever felt a shirt like this. I'm almost sure it has to be vintage. It's Land's End, and it's the tag says canvas, and that's exactly what it feels like. Canvas. I've never felt a shirt that feels more like canvas than this. It is there's the rest of the tag. What size is it? It's an extra large, made in Sri Lanka. And so you see the stitching on here, this triple stitch on all the pieces. It is extremely heavy, 100% cotton, blue check. I'm almost sure it has to be vintage. Tell me, and somebody knows about this in the comments. Tell me about this in the comments. So, beautiful shirt, and it is in great shape to be vintage. Paid $3 for it, and I guess it's faded, right? That's not dingy. It will be washed like everything, but paid $3 for it. It will go up for around $25, and research says it has a 3% sell-through rate, but that is a crime. This is a cute shirt. Look at this. You guys need to buy this for me. 3%. Okay, so in the middle of these pile of shirts, there are, here's a pair of pants, because there are pants at the bottom of this pile, and we're almost finished with the shirts, but there are pants at the bottom of this pile that I had done all the research on around sell-through rate and how much we're going to put them up for. But these I was having problems for, so I set them aside and started working on shirts, and then came back to that. That's why they're in the pile. Why am I telling you this story? You don't care, right? So the reason I had problems with researching this is that when I was doing my general research, the numbers were coming up way too high, and I could tell these pants were not worth $150. So they're a pair of Under Armour pants, which is great, size 32, good size. And what did I find? There was a name for them. It took me forever. John had to get involved. Thank you, John. Long story short, paid $3 for them. They'll go up for $25 and have a 39% sell-through rate for whatever this particular style was. They are, kind of wide leg for somebody that's 32, black, sporty Under Armour. Okay, that's enough. I don't know. You guys tell me about what it is. Next item is from this guy, the guy with the giant wardrobe it's another Brooks Brothers, 1735, the Regent fit this time, kind of dated style, this checkered blue, but people that wear Brooks Brothers, this is a main line. Again, 1735, there is the tag. So very classic. That's one of the key words. I'm sure I paid $3 for it. Yes. It will go up for $40 and has a 34% sell-through rate for the this particular Regent's size. So the next item, and is this the last shirt? No, there's one more shirt after it. I knew I had it. The other one's Peter Aboud. I hope I didn't butcher that name. This is a LL Bean wrinkle-free traditional fit, size large, tall shirt, slightly dated, but I mean, I like it. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. I see it's a checkered pattern. You know, it's not the most exciting thing, but it is an LL Bean, and it's 100% cotton, of course. And it's a tall, so that will, you know, you can ask a little bit more money for that. And for a large, it must be, I guess the tall has something to do, that's very large for a large. It must be like relaxed. I'm sure I paid $3 for it. I know, right? $3 for L. These are great prices. I'm not complaining about it at all. Although I would have preferred 99 cents. And we're going to Value Village on Wednesday. And so the Value Village is another, I think they're regional. In our area, at least, the last Wednesday of every month, Value Village apparently either has all of their inventory half price, where normally they are like a Goodwill where they only have, you know, one color tag half price, or all their inventory 99 cents. I can't remember, but anyway, we're going to go on Wednesday. And so $3 I paid for this, $24 to go up for it, and it has a 19% sell-through rate. Not terrible. I like it. No, Ella Bean. Wrinkle-free traditional fit. Who doesn't like an Ella Bean? It reminds me of Stephen King for some reason. Are they both from Maine? Is that why? Tell me in the comments. This is another Joseph Aboud herringbone gray. He is so exciting with his colors. Button up, but you can tell their quality. I mean, just by the feel of them, you know, that is unquestionable. Joseph Aboud slim fit, and the size is 15 and a half, 34, 35. And I'm sure I paid $3 for it. And it will go up for around $20 and has a 1.4% sell-through rate. I think this may be the last time I pick up Joseph Aboud. Maybe something more exciting. All right. We're on to the pants, and this next piece is actually not from Goodwill. This is a pair of jeans that we picked up at Marshall's. We also get them at TJ Maxx, and if I see them in Goodwill, I'll snatch them up at Goodwill even faster. They are vintage jeans black, and we got these at Marshall's. Let me tell you a little story, but after I tell you, you know, the specs. Vintage jeans black. We got these on clearance at $13 at Marshall's, and research they'll go up for $45 and have a 107% sell-through rate. And the story about these, so we sell these all. This is one of our biggest bread and butter brands for men's jeans, vintage jeans black. If you don't know about them, they look like denim. You see them? And this is new with tags. I didn't say, of course, but we got it from retail arbitrage, so you already know that, right? Why am I being redundant? Vintage jeans black. There is the tag. They are French terry cloth on the inside, or I guess the whole thing. But anyway, they look like denim, but they are very soft, very comfortable, stretchy, but not stretchy like regular stretchy. They're stretchy more like denim terry cloth. I don't know how better to explain it. Extremely comfortable. You know, I would have a pair if I needed a pair of blue jeans, but I don't. You know, I don't need a pair of blue jeans. And I have been tempted very many times to grab a pair, but I don't need any blue jeans. Truly, vintage jeans black. If you aren't in on these, start picking them up. Every pair we have ever picked up sold quickly. And that $45 that I gave you is what I charge, and I've been bringing that up. I started at $38, and I have been bumping that up, and they get snapped up all the time. So, oh, and I should tell you on my pricing, the numbers that I'm giving you I will almost always have a 10% sale going, so that you take 10% off what I give you, and then watchers get 5% more if I have a watcher on any item. And currently, I'm running a 20% sale, and that's actually working out really well. The sales are going up, but anyway, that ends today. So not that this probably won't even go up today. What am I? I'll have the 10% up tomorrow for you. Vintage jeans black. Get on it. They are great. So this was a piece John picked up at the Goodwill. It is a pair of Bill Blass. What is a shorts and overalls? Shorteralls? Is that what they're called? Is that right? Tell me in the comments if I'm right about that. Bill Blass. And these are, as far as I can tell, vintage Bill Blass. And by vintage, I mean, from the 90s. Oh my God. Vintage Bill Blass. Shorteralls, and they are so cute. I wish I could wear them. I do have a pair of, I think I wore a pair of overalls in one of my first videos, right? The comps on this were amazing. So this will go up for $65, and it has a 10% sell-through rate. But as long as I can hold on to them for that kind of price. Maybe I'll lower the price to get it to sell quicker, but I'm not that, we'll see. $65, 10% sell-through rate, Bill Blass, vintage. This next item is a pair of Roundtree and York pleated pants. You see these? Isn't that interesting? Somebody told me 4032 paid $4 for these jeans. They'll go up for $25 and have a 30% sell-through rate. So I believe this is a vintage Roundtree and York tag, but I have been told that at least some Roundtree and York, this is a Dillard's brand, is no longer available. I just sold a Roundtree and York bomber jacket, and John told me that when he looked at it, that they aren't being made anymore. So is that the bomber jacket or the Roundtree and York? I have to figure that out. But cool, vintage pants, pleated, which is coming back in style, baggy. I already told you all the common stuff. All right, so we're moving on. Moving on. The next item was a pleasant surprise because I rarely find them. That's why one of the surprises. A pair of Tommy Bahama blue jeans. There we go. Tommy Bahama blue jeans. And I did the research on this earlier today, but there's been a lot of water on the bridge since earlier today. So I don't remember what they were called. I did have to research what they were called because there's a tremendous range of prices for Tommy Bahama blue jeans, and some of them are quite high. I had no idea. Look out for Tommy Bahama. Do you consider Tommy Bahama a BOLO? Be on the lookout brand? I think I may do that from now, or at least check it when I see that. I mean, again, I don't see them very often. Thank goodness for this new Goodwill store. So these Tommy Bahama blue jeans, I paid $4 for. They're called the Antigua. That is the research. I wrote it down on the back of the tag. They're called the Antigua, and they'll go up for $40 and have what is it? How much? This is a 110% sell-through rate. So yeah, that's a bolo, right? Yeah. All right, Tommy Bahama. Next item, and we're almost to the end. Looks like this may have 3 pairs of jeans after this one. So thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. This is a pair of Eddie Bauer Nano Care tan corduroy blue jeans in a baggy style. Size, what is the size here? 38, 32. Yes, this is baggy for 38, 32, right? Those legs are quite baggy. Eddie Bauer. There we go. Nano, I have no idea what Nano Care means. I paid $4 for these. They'll go up for $30 and have that's either a 4 or a 40% sell-through rate. I can't tell my own handwriting. Are these pleated? Yes, these had double pleats. I don't know if I looked at that. I know that pleating has come back in style too. So kids, I'm not on Whatnot. Come to eBay. So this was another pair I had a problem with. Took me forever. I hate having the do research to take forever, because listen, tell me in the comments, the absolute most favorite part of reselling is the acquisition. I mean, the acquisition, 100%. And I am a analytics guy as a profession. I am a numbers guy. I run numbers, and look, and think about how and analyze, and have run several businesses. So I'm also a business guy, but there's nothing that beats the acquisition. So the worst part on the opposite side of that spectrum is listing, doing the research for listing. It is laborious. It takes forever. And I feel like half the time I go down wormholes of research that, and tangents. All that aside, this J. Crew ... which I did not see the ... which means J. Crew Factory pair of pants, pissed me off. There they are, J. Crew Factory. They are pull-up pants, drawstring, and that is the key to helping me find them. Kind of halfway between workout pants and joggers. We'll spent like 20 minutes or more trying to figure out what to do with this thing. They'll go for $29, but they do have a 33% sell-through rate, which is not that bad. So if you need a pair of J. Crew half jogger pull-ups, drawstring, see, they're kind of cute, but there you go. J. Crew Factory. So these next ones are very interesting. I did not even do an in-store look up on these, because I could tell that they were going to be something interesting. They're what are they called? They're REI. These Explorer pants or Adventurer pants. I can't remember which one they're called, but you could tell on the rack that they were going to be cool. REI. They're 100% nylon in the main body. The pocketing is polyester. 36-32. That's a good size. The Adventure pants, they'll go up for $45 and have a 38% sell-through rate, and I paid $3 for them. So, interesting. You could tell. I'm getting better at this. And the last pair of pants, we're at the last pair, is a pair of Greg Norman golf pants, size 36-32. And I don't really, one of the YouTubers I watch, shout out to Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Doesn't like the feel of velvet, although I understand that she's getting better at it. I don't like the feel of polyester or whatever these are, golf pants. It's just not something that feels good to me. The polo shirts too, so maybe that's why I stay away from them. And I'm trying to get better. It's not like they're icky or anything. It's just like to me, quality is heavy cotton, wool, silk, linen, and things that are synthetic. I may be a bigot against synthetic fibers. So controversial. Oh, the controversy. Back to the Greg Norman, which I'm handling these. Look at this. No bigot. No bigot. You're a bigot. No, I'm a bigot. Greg Norman 36-32 golf pants. There. Gray. And I paid $3 for these. The research says they will go up for $29 and have a 19% sell-through rate. Look at there. Okay. I touched them. I did my job. All right. So that's the end. I hope you liked what we got today. It was extremely exciting. I could have gotten twice that much. I put back the number of shirts I showed you. I put back that number of shirts because they were $7 a piece instead of $3 a piece. I know that to some people, $7 is not that much to pay, but for only going to be able to get $30, $7 to me doesn't make, because of the fees and I do ads. It just doesn't make sense to spend my time on that. But anyway, great haul today. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed going through it with me. Like it down below if you enjoyed it. Comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what I shouldn't have picked up. What I should pick up more of, anything you like. I enjoyed spending some time with you. Thanks again. My name is Some Days Your Barbara. Bye.